Said you caught me by the up when the lights out. You were glistening that night, I was iced out. We were diamonds in the sky, we were busted.
Hey, everybody. Donnie B, Learn Pro Recording. Welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Hopefully, hope your weekend's going great. Anyway, in case you don't know who I am, my name is Donnie Baker. I am with LearnProRecording.com. Learn Pro Recording. The .com part is where you go find your stuff with me. So anyway, hey, that's LearnProRecording.com. And the studio that we're in, and my studio in Los Angeles, California, is ES Audio Recording Studios. In case you guys want to go check that out, it is, it's a great place to work. It's an awesome thing, man, to do this for a living. It's an awesome thing, and that's what Learn Pro Recording is all about: is to help you grow and to learn and grow and become audio engineer, freelance audio engineer, producer. Studio owner. I can help you with all of that, ladies and gentlemen. Whether you're a home studio, a commercial studio, I got you, man. We got tricks, we got tools, we got tips, we got everything you might need. So today I want to teach you about plugins. We're going to talk about plugins today. This is actually taken from one of the modules from the Learn Pro Recording 101 course, LPR 101. You guys can actually go check that out right here. Learn Pro Recording LPR /LPR 101 if you want to learn more about the course. What we're talking about today is plugins. And the download for today is actually it's an exercise from one of the modules, which is the module about plugins. It shows you and talks to you about what plugins do what, which ones are the best, which ones you should use for this. There's a couple of different styles of plugins and how they work and how they operate. That's what we're talking about today, is that kind of stuff. So what I want to do is just run this module from the LPR 101 course. You guys are getting, if you don't want to buy the course, man, all you got to do is go back through all these YouTube videos, and you're probably going to get to see most of the modules from that, because that's what I teach. This is what I do. I give my best stuff away. It's all compiled together in one place as a course, and it's so super affordable. It's so super affordable. I'll talk to you more about that on the other side of this. Let me play this video for you. You guys enjoy this. Remember, you can always reach out to me later on. I'll explain that. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, there's a way to reach out to me. We'll get to that in a second. Let me run this module for you. You guys ready? Here we go. Donnie B, Learn Pro Recording. Let's talk about plugins. What are plugins? Which ones are the best? Which one should we use? Let's discuss. An audio plugin in computer software is a plugin that can add or enhance audio-related functionality in a computer program. Such functionality might include signal processing or sound synthesis. Audio plugins usually provide their user interface, which often contains a GUI widgets that can control and visualize the plugin's audio parameters. Yes, this is a detailed definition of a plugin that I stole straight from Wikipedia. An audio plugin is an added piece of software that can manipulate your audio in some way. There are literally thousands of plugins available for pretty much any type of manipulation you can think of. How plugins operate can be divided into a few different categories. All right, we have native-based plugins. This plugin will use the host computer's processor to do its work. If you load too many of these plugins into your session simultaneously, your computer might bog down due to the amount of processing that it has to do. Audio Suite plugins. These are sometimes identical to the native-based, except that they render a new file rather than process it in real time. Thus, it won't take up as much processing power or bog down your computer processor that much. Okay, proprietary plugins, such as Universal Audio Apollo. If you have an Apollo, they have proprietary plugins that work only with their systems. And those proprietary plugins will be processed on the Apollo. Okay? You're still limited to how much processing you have depending on the which Apollo you have. So inserts versus sends. Okay, this is pretty simple to understand, but this is something that you should understand, okay? If you insert a signal, let's look at the top graphic here, okay? You got your audio over there. The signal's running from left to right. If you insert something into the signal path, 100% of the signal is going to run through whatever processing plugin you put on it or whatever processing thing you insert into the signal path. This is great for EQs, compressors, gates, de-essers, things like that, okay? The auxiliary send or the send signal. you actually take the signal goes straight through to the output, okay? But you can actually take a little bit of the signal and send it directly through whatever process you want to put it through. This is better for reverbs, delays, choruses, things that you need to control how much of the signal is actually going into the effect and then how much is coming out. Okay, you still have your direct signal, but your auxiliary send you can actually adjust how much of that signal goes through. So that's kind of the difference between inserted signals and auxiliary signals. Okay, plugins can be considered just like hardware in getting our audio to be manipulated. So a lot of the plugins you're going to find are styled from actual hardware units. Okay, they kind of look like the hardware unit. They try to act like the hardware unit. Some do a really good job of emulating the hardware that they're actually trying to emulate. Some don't. Okay, this is entirely up for you to decide which plugins you like, which plugins you don't like. There are literally tons of free plugins. You know what? I'm going to put a link to the free plugins actually in the description of the course here. So you guys can go click that link. It takes you to another site. It takes you to I think it takes you to ProToolsExpert.com, and they have a list of 100% free plugins. You can go through them. Some of them are good, some of them not so good. I'll leave that up to you to decide, okay? So if you use an insert, if you insert your plugin into your signal path, 100% of that signal is going to be running through that plugin or that manipulation, okay? If you send, it gives you the ability to adjust how much is going. These are some unwritten rules. Now, they're just guidelines. There's no rules in what we do. These are just kind of guidelines, okay? If you're dealing with EQ type plugins, the plugins that are manipulating the frequencies, okay, you want to always 100% insert because you want 100% of your signal to run through. There's really no reason to have just a percentage of your signal running through frequency manipulation, okay? Dynamic type plugins. These are compressors, limiters, gates, etc., etc. I do, 50-50. It kind of depends on your audio and how it reacts and how you feel and how your experience is of inserting or sending to a compressor or a limiter. This is going to come from your experience about mixing, okay? We're going to talk a little bit more about this in the mixing lesson. But understand that dynamic type plugins are 50-50. Okay, time-based effects. This is reverbs, delays, choruses, flangers, things like that. 100% send. The whole thing about what we do, mixing and things like that, it's all about control. The more control that we have over our signal is what we're trying to achieve, okay? So by sending to a reverb, we actually have more control over that reverb. How much goes in, how much comes out. If we want to EQ the reverb before or after the signal hits it, we can have that control, and that's what our job is all about, okay? The various plugin types and manufacturers list is super long and dense. There are literally thousands of plugins that you can go through by many different companies. Okay, having access to too many plugins can lead to a tendency to use them all. This will get in your way, okay? Try to remember that less is more, okay? We will be discussing this in an upcoming module about mixing. It's good to remember the golden rule as stated by our friend CLA or Chris Lord-Alge. Record like you're not going to mix and mix like you're not going to master. Take a little bit of time and read that one more time. Record like you're not going to mix and mix like you're not going to master. In other words, make your audio sound the way you want it to and press record. Don't get in the habit of having the computer make your audio sound the way you want, because then the audio is going to sound like the computer made it. Okay, today's homework is going to be awesome. You guys are going to dig this. What we're going to do today is we're going to be able to use a lot of the plugins that we actually have access to, okay? Whether you're using Pro Tools or Logic or FL, we're going to use a lot of the plugins that we have available, okay? So over to the right, you'll see a download for this session. It's called the sine wave session, okay? Now what this sine wave session is, you're going to start with a single sine wave and build from there to create a song. The song does not need to be good. It would help if you focus more on using the plugins available in your system. Focus on using native plugins and Audio Suite plugins so that you can understand the difference. This is going to help you get used to not only which plugin to use for what you want to do with your sound, but it's also going to help you learn to navigate around your DAW, find out where the tools are for editing, moving things around in your DAW. Okay, I'm going to include a PDF that's going to be that you download with this. Read that, and it's going to give you some instructions on how to get started with this exercise. Good luck with this one. This one's going to be a lot of fun, and it doesn't have to be that, like I said, it doesn't have to be a great song, but this can be very creative. I think you guys are going to have a lot of fun with this one. So let's get going. We'll talk to you on the next module. I'm Donnie B. I'm out of here. Hey, welcome back, everybody. Hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Man, I know that's quick and easy. It's real quick, real easy it's from the LPR 101 course. Now, included with this is this download, okay? You can go to www.learnprorecording.com/plugins. Download the module exercise straight from the LPR 101 course. Now, what this is it's basically called the Sine Wave Project. Basically, whether you're using Pro Tools or not, there is actually in this download, there is a Pro Tools session already set up, ready to go. But there's also a straight WAV file. There's actually a PDF that's got instructions on how to set this up if you need to set it up. But it's pretty simple. Basically, what we're trying to get you to do, what I want you to do is I want you to take this 1K sine wave and create a song from it. Now, the way that you do this is that you're going to have to use a lot of the plugins that you have access to in your DAW. And look, this isn't to make a great song. That's not what this exercise is about. This exercise is about helping you find out where your tools are, which tools you can use to manipulate your audio to make your 1K sine wave sound like a violin, or to sound like a kick drum, or to sound like a snare drum, whatever. Now, this isn't designed to make a good song. Absolutely not. It's designed to help you figure out where your tools are, what kind of tools you have to manipulate your audio. Things you can do, you can make a copy, you can make it longer, you can make it shorter, you could manipulate it, you could change the pitch, add a compressor, add a gate, whatever. Go play with your plugins. This is simply to get you to understand where your plugins are and what plugins you have to manipulate your audio. So again, here's that download link in case you missed it earlier. www.learnprorecording.com/plugins. Now, this is awesome. And if you guys need to email me about anything, if you have any questions about how this stuff works, or how we do things, or how we're doing this, or how we're doing that, reach out to me, man. info@learnprorecording.com. I tell you what, if you guys have any ideas about what you'd like to see on my channel, on this channel, learnprorecording.com, please email me. If you're struggling with something in your studio you've been having questions about, you may have, maybe you have questions about a patch bay, or you have questions about how a certain microphone might work, or which preamp is best to use with a U87. Whatever, man, I'm here for you. I am your mentor and your coach. I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you grow, here to help you basically #quit your day job. Come on over, people. The water's fine. It's feeling pretty good, my friend. So if you have any other questions, please reach out. Like I said too, man, if you guys have ideas, if you got ideas for videos, ideas for something you'd like to see me do, if you want to see me do a mix, you want to see me do a hybrid mix, you want to see me do a mix in the box, you want to see a recording session with live instruments, maybe a live drummer, just let me know, man. We're here for you. I am here to help you grow, learn, become, be, do, all that cool stuff. You know what I'm saying? So again, the download is here. Go download this zip file. It's pretty cool. It's just a lot of fun. It's just, I don't know. I find it's a lot of fun to do things like this. You know what? Next week I'm gonna do another one where we kind of deconstruct a mix. You deconstruct it and reconstruct it. That might be what I might do next week, because that's also a lot of fun. I mean, these are things that I like to do just if I've got nothing else going on. I like to do these things, just deconstruct and reconstruct a mix. Maybe try to figure out the reverb that they used on Adele's last song. You know what I mean? On an Adele song, or figure out how they actually mic the snare drum on your favorite Nirvana song, or whatever. Go experiment with stuff, man. That's what it's all about. Being in a studio is all about experimenting and having fun and finding a way to record things that you enjoy, that we enjoy. I'm constantly doing that. If I've got nothing to do and all my paperwork is caught up, which it never is, by the way, but I like to experiment things like that. Let's take this weird microphone and put it in a weird place and see what happens. It might be the next cool thing that everybody wants to use. So check out the course. It's Learn Pro Recording, www.learnprocording.com/LPR101. Look, this course is awesome. There's so much information in here for the price. It's ridiculous for the price. You guys get so much value out of this. Hopefully you're getting some value out of these weekly podcasts. The weekly YouTube videos, man. Hopefully you guys are getting some value out of that. So again, if you'd like to reach out, info@learnprorecording.com. Again, my name is Donnie Baker, Donnie B, as we go by up in here. So enjoy that. Enjoy the course. Enjoy the free download for today, man. Enjoy dealing with your plugins, that kind of stuff. So I would just like to say that thank you for hanging out with me. This week we surpassed 100 subs on YouTube, subscriptions. Go right now. If you guys aren't subscribed, please go subscribe. Let's build up these subscriptions. Tell your friends and family, man, because look, I do this as a passion. I do this for free because I want to, because I thoroughly enjoy watching you grow and watching you become and watching you be. This is awesome, man. I mean, let's all get Grammys, you know what I'm saying? So let's do that. It's just a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed bringing you this program. I've enjoyed putting this course together for you. So again, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please reach out. It's Donnie B at info@learnprorecording.com. And I will see you guys next time. Be safe, be happy, and don't forget, #quit your day job. Let's make music make your damn money. We'll talk to you on the out. See ya. Bye-bye.